Okay, go on.
Welcome back to the Panic Button. I'm Nina.
I'm Jessie.
Today we're going to be reacting to polyamorous relationships on TikTok.
Could you ever be in a polyamorous relationship?
No.
Why not?
No.
Have you considered it?
No. No, I don't need to consider it. I don't need to consider it.
Okay, but why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you do it?
Oh my God. First of all, a relationship is difficult enough, let alone having another person involved in that relationship would just be chaos. I mean, that just wouldn't work. Three's a crowd.
So there's two different types of polyamorous, right?
Yeah.
There's the like triangle, right, where everyone kind of does everything with everyone. And then there's the open relationship type poly, right?
Yeah.
Where you kind of do whatever, but you're committed to that person, I guess. Mm-hmm. And you're against both of those, right?
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm not for it.
Me too.
I'd rather just not be in the relationship and just date each other at that point.
I was gonna say if we're in any situation where you're someone else, we might as well just be friends with benefits.
Agreed.
Why say that I'm dating you or I'm married to you and we have a girlfriend? And it's like, what?
Okay, well, let's see what the TikTok polyamorous couples have to say.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A lot of people ask, does being in a polyamorous relationship increase your chances of being cheated on? No, it does not. What it does is increase your chances of calling out the wrong name during touchy-touchy time.
I love when I see these two together hugging and in love. The word compersion means a lot to me in my polyamory relationship. These are my two fiancés, and I love seeing them so happy.
What was the word she said?
Compersion?
No cum. No cum.
I don't want to watch any more of them if they're talking about that. You just vomit a little in your mouth. I heard that.
They're hugging and in love. The word compersion means a lot to
Compersion,
me.
is that what I said?
Yeah.
I said commersion or something like that. Want to look it up? I don't have my phone.
It's like they all just rolled out of bed.
Compersion. None of them is wearing an actual pair of pants. He's got one girlfriend with blue hair. And he's got heat
Green
miser.
hair.
And he's got ice miser and heat miser for girlfriends.
I've seen this.
Fiancés.
Fiance.
While I'm so you, I'm going to stop.
Stop it.
And
Go away.
whisper in your ear.
No.
Don't you dare.
No.
That wasn't
No,
creepy.
not me, not
I'm
me,
not
no.
saying that polyamory
Is
as
it
a
done?
whole is a ploy to get a regular group of D&D players together to game. I am saying that sex is not the only benefit to friends with benefits.
Okay, I knew someone was going to ask this. So, this is our king size. We do all sleep in here sometimes. I sleep in the middle and Maggie and Cody sleep on either end. But it's not actually normal for all three of us to sleep together. Our queen size bed. And you would think that two people would sleep in the king size bed and one person would sleep in the queen. Because that makes sense logically, right? Except that our queen size bed is significantly more comfortable than the king. So usually what'll happen is two people will sleep in the queen and one person will get the king to themselves. And we don't have like a sleep schedule. Usually we just decide whoever sleeps in the king by whoever hasn't been sleeping the best recently gets to sleep by themselves. And we don't get jealous if a person is sleeping with someone more. Actually, we tend to fight over who gets to sleep by themselves because it's really nice to have a bed to yourself.
The one thing that we tried to do in the 2 days I decided to be an attempt was trying to sleep in that bed together.
What did you just said? What? What the fuck did you just say?
Word salad? Was that word salad? I got you.
Try again.
So I had an ex who wanted to try the situation because I was young and dumb. I was like, yeah.
Try what situation?
A poly relationship.
Yeah,
like
be clear.
Clarify.
Clarify.
The throuple type poly relationship where you're all kind of like three lesbians in a group. Don't know why.
There was three of you.
It was me and the girl I'd been with for 2 years.
Okay, now which one was actually a lesbian?
All of us.
Y'all never
Yes.
dated guys?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
continue.
From what I understand, anyways. And so it took 2 days
Yeah.
for that to end completely because that's how terrible it was to even try being poly for me. Yeah, I was super jealous about the bed situation because if someone was getting more attention than the other person. Yo, I couldn't imagine. The jealousy is just insane. And especially with women. Mm-hmm. And it seems like a lot of these people are like a man with two chicks more often than not. I could be mistaken. What have you seen more of?
Well, anytime I've seen these poly couples and it's one guy and two chicks, the guy isn't the one wearing the pants in the relationship.
It's one of the girls.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're not usually dating guys. They're dating boys. Very beta boys.
So would you ever...
What?
Would you ever, in any circumstance, agree to a situation like that? It's hard no.
That's a hard no.
And that's how it should be, in my opinion.
That's a hard no.
So we noticed that we got a whole lot of new followers.
Eyeballs.
recently, and that's pretty cool, but I have a feeling the majority of you signed up for his cute face and may not exactly know what else they're signed up for.
Kind of looks like you with a beard.
Oh, I'm offended.
I thought we'd do a little introduction for you, just so you know what
I
you're
have
getting
brothers,
yourself
for
into.
Christ's sake.
Hi, I'm Anna.
I'm Jake, and believe it or not, this is actually Anna's account.
He doesn't even like being on camera most of the time.
I'm really more like a surprise curly fry you find at the bottom of the fry bag.
And though we may look like the average married couple, we're actually both bisexual and polyamorous.
Surprise!
We're also both pretty radical leftists and heavily involved within the current civil rights movement.
As a note, Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, Blue Lives don't exist, the president is a white supremacist.
So if you came for the wholesome content but don't believe in anything else we've said here,
You can't see it, but my skin actually just crawled, and it made me get the bad kind of shivers.
That was the most cringe I've ever experienced at once in my life.
I'm not kidding. I felt my skin literally crawl.
Oh my God. There's something about watching a guy like that just irks me. Just, ugh.
It just felt like...
That's
Yes.
how I feel about that.
Yeah, it felt like a bad TV show intro. Or somewhat radical. Blue lives don't exist. People don't even matter.
They're like the worst kind of social justice warrior. Times
That was-
infinity.
That was so much I can't even begin to start. Where we may appear as your average married hetero couple, but actually we're both polyamorous bisexuals. Watch me run by with a flag. He said he's like a curly fry. What does that even mean?
I don't really trust bisexual guys. There's just something I just don't trust about them.
I think he just says that he lets his wife watch him get fucked by dudes.
I mean, do whatever you want to do, but
Don't yuck their yum, yeah.
just do I have to witness it? I'm just saying, it's like it's like I don't want to see that, just like I don't want to see someone shitting in the street. It's the same thing for me. You just don't want to see it. Just go in your house.
I was thinking we should do our icks. That's a big ick for me.
It's a big ick for me.
So your favorite throuple is going to my grandmother's house for Thanksgiving because we can drive there and be social distant and all that good stuff. And my mom was talking to my grandmother about our trip and everything. And my grandmother goes, "So I know they're a family, but I don't really understand why. Can you explain it to me again?" So my mom explains it, and she explains it as the three of them need all of them to take care of them.
Which is true.
It is. We need extra support.
What? I'm so confused at what they just said. I don't know what was said there.
Okay, so let me
Translate.
Okay, so her mom said that's just explaining to her grandmother, right? Her
Okay.
mom said to her grandmother,
Okay.
they're a family.
Okay.
Not that they're dating, they're a family.
Uh-huh.
And they need each other to take care of each other.
Okay.
But all I could think about, because it's 3 chicks living together, right? All I could think about is I had 2 girls as roommates. And it was just 3 of us, and in that hypothetical, we're together taking care of each other, right? Because that's what roommates do. You take on some of the bill, all live together, work together. So, she could have just been their roommates, and they were roommates.
It's almost as if they went out of their way to make it more difficult so they can kind of shove in there their polyamorous relationship. Look at me, I'm special.
That's why it's so bizarre.
The more I see of TikTok, the more I realize how bizarre people are.
How many times? Oh, that's her friend. That's her roommate. You don't have to deep dive.
Unless you're trying to get attention, which, welcome to America.
I don't know how many of our viewers are lesbians, but if you're a lesbian, you've been introduced as the friend.
friend.
Or the roommate. And you're just used to it at a certain point. That's what it's, and they were roommates. But like, so, yeah.
And I repeated that to them, and they were like, oh, fuck, that's exactly it. And then my grandmother goes, I'm quite comfortable with that.
I would love to just slap them.
I don't think their grandmother understands that they're fucking. I think she thinks they're roommates.
You ever been around girls and they're like so fake that it hurts your teeth to watch them, you know?
Yep.
That's what I see with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Just so fake.
That it hurts your soul.
Hurts my teeth. You know? I can't even describe it better than that, but that's it.
I can't wait to do the ick video with you.
You guys need anything? Some snacks? A condom? Let me know. Family members, you want to tell us what's on your mind? Me? Not unless everyone gets real cool about a bunch of stuff really quickly. People's faces when I introduce my husband, my boyfriend, and my girlfriend.
Damn, you're just all over the place, that one.
When your girl is bisexual.
Is she bald? What is going on?
I think it might be her green screen and her green
Planning
hair.
your future polyamorous life. Planning your actual polyamorous life. Oh. My wife has me and 2 additional partners, and guess what? I'm still worthy.
Why is that funny?
I have no idea. Because people are so insecure they can't let someone fuck someone else.
Okay.
But mine's not insecurity. I'm just monogamous.
Okay. 5 things. Polyamorous. Polyamorous. People are sick of...
Polygamous.
Polygamous? Polygamous?
Polygamous?
Polygamous.
Polygamous.
Is that right? Why does that sound so fucking
polygamy
weird?
is
5
when you have-
things polygamous people. Isn't it polygamist? IST?
I'm not good at this. I didn't go to college.
I don't know. It just sounds funny.
Polygamist. Yeah.
Right? That's weird. Okay. Well, 5 things polyamorous people are sick of hearing.
Polygamous.
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 I could never do that. I'm way too jealous. Like, I want him to only see me. Polyamorous people still get jealous. They just, internalize it and figure out why they're jealous.
That doesn't sound healthy. Internalizing jealousy.
Well, no one ever argued that these people were sane.
Jealousy leads to people unaliving people. Jealousy leads to people unaliving themselves. Jealousy leads to a lot of bad things. And you're just like, well, we as women shouldn't internalize things. We just internalize it. We're sick of hearing it. Just internalize your jealousy and be poly already.
Yeah, just shove it right next to your misogyny.
What's wrong with me being monogamous? What's so wrong with that? I'm not fucking with your shit. You go and have your multiple people. I don't want it.
Oh, so you guys are in an open relationship? No, we're in a relationship. We're just allowed to, have other boyfriends and girlfriends. We aren't just, sleeping around. Oh, so that was his idea? Are you sure you're okay with that? Yeah, I'm sure I'm okay with that, and actually, it was my idea. That's kind of a sexist of you. You know that's never gonna work. Polyamorous relationships never work. Actually, I've been in 2, and the reason we broke up wasn't because we were polyamorous. We actually loved that aspect. It wasn't because of problems with other people either. But one day you guys are gonna be monogamous, huh?
Oh my God.
The second she said 2.
I was in 2. You just proved their point. And it wasn't because... It was in 2 I was in 2 polyamorous relationships. And they didn't work not because they were polyamorous, but because I'm just crazy.
I was in 2.
Meaning, you're not in any right now?
Meaning she's going for the 3rd.
So obviously they didn't work. You're in denial because you're internalizing so much negativity, anger, jealousy, and all. You're psycho. You're crazy. Wow.
Have you ever come across someone and had a conversation and started talking to them and then they hit you with the, well, I'm looking for a unicorn?
Yes.
This is where the poly thing starts to get into my turf and it bothers me.
Yep.
And when people say they're sick of hearing that we're what I hear about other people say about poly people, I'd get jealous. What's wrong with that? That's not anything against you. I would be jealous.
People have this issue with people not liking the way they live their life. They get so offended by the fact that other people don't approve approve of their polyamorous relationship. It's like, who gives a fuck if they don't approve? Why is it hurting you so much? What kind of snowflake are you that you can't deal with the fact that other people don't approve of your relationship? That you have to go on TikTok and make stupid TikToks about it, trying to defend yourself. Meanwhile, while you're defending yourself, you're owning yourself.
I don't mind. Do whatever you want, but like there's a little bit of common decency. If you're out in Target or whatever that one throuple was in, and you're, oh my God, aren't they so cute with each other? They just love, I love, we all love. It's so great to have blue hair. Like, it's kind of in a lot of people's way. When you're at home and you have 2 or 3 different beds, like that woman talk about how like she has 3 different beds or whatever, good for you. I don't know why you posted a TikTok about it, but at least you're not out in public showing enough for the world to see. It's just a little, you know how many gay couples just never show any affection like that in public because it's just not right? You've seen those people that are always like making out and like loving on each other and fucking.
Yeah, it's like, can I just get my tricks cereal? Can you just
whack him with it?
No. Like, if you have a problem with other people not accepting your relationship, then that's a you problem. I don't get upset that other people don't accept my gayness.
Yeah, I never.
Like, whatever. It doesn't affect me. Them being angry doesn't affect me. So it's not a me problem.
Yeah.
But she's got a me problem. Her problem.
Clearly.
Oh, she looks like a winner.
I need to clear something up for some of you guys in regards to mine and Shannon's most recent videos basically outing our relationship. Yes, I am still married, and we are polyamorous, which basically means that we can have multiple partners, and it's not really an issue. So this is my husband that you guys are referring to. Over here is his other wife, or my co-wife or sister, Lexi, and their child, also known as my godchild. We're all fine, nothing's wrong with our relationship or our family. I just also met Shannon on TikTok and fell in love again, so yeah, that's a thing now.
So no chin here is a typical Gen Zer. Typical. First, she starts off with an attitude when posting her TikTok, which is always so wonderful to see. More women with attitudes. That's great. Go women. But the other thing is, why is it that your generation scrolls through TikTok, sees all these comments, and gets triggered and then posts TikToks? Why do people get triggered by comments? So triggered that they have to make these response TikToks like, ugh. Why are you doing that? You could be like going for a walk or brushing your teeth. There's no benefit to doing that.
These are kids who are raised with an iPad in their hands.
One of those.
These people never learn social skills offline. So whenever they have something, anything, they go to social media because it's their comfort. I've seen it firsthand. It's like genuinely the saddest thing in the world. But that is where they go to seek compassion, to seek a sense of community, to feel like they're not alone. And it's so sad because they will do anything for attention online. They will milk it and drain it for people to be sympathetic so they can feel like they're not alone. And I understand to a degree in small scale ways, but it's a problem with their mental health and how they were raised.
Okay, that makes sense. See, I grew up in the age where there was no internet, when there were no computers and iPads and all that, cell phones and stuff. So I didn't grow up with the internet. We actually went outside and did stuff as kids.
Yeah.
They're almost trained at a very young age to react a certain way based on the fact that they grew up on the internet with social media.
When you were a kid, how often did you talk to your friends outside of school?
Every day.
Did you like talk to them for like an hour or two on the phone? How'd you talk to them?
Yeah, usually.
Okay, when I got, like, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you're constantly talking to someone on your phone. That's what it's like to be a Gen Zer. So you don't feel alone at any given point because there's always someone.
Oh, is that why your generation is afraid of being alone?
Probably.
Like, they always have to have friends. They always have to be around someone all the time.
Or they have to have someone in their DMs.
Or someone texting them.
And that was leading into my other thought here. Some of these girls seem so afraid of being alone that they're going to be poly because then they have something to fall back on.
I think that that's a good point.
And that's what I really do believe that's how Gen Z views a lot of things, is that they are not used to being alone and they're not used to having their thoughts only as their own. They've always shared them. What are you thinking on Facebook, on Twitter, on this, on that, and the other thing. So instead of processing before you say something, you jump online and instantly say one thing or another. And that's Gen Z.
Well, I wanted to say something I found to be incredibly helpful when it came to my relationships and when it came to depression. Spending that year alone, not hanging out with any friends. I didn't hang out with any friends.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a relationship. I didn't hang out with anybody at all for that year straight. And I got very comfortable being alone. And I got very comfortable. Like, I don't get bored anymore at all because
You took the time to process those, like I just had laid through a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, and because of that, there is no longer a fear of being abandoned by someone in a relationship like I was after I found out about my relationship ending. That fear of abandonment, I didn't want to carry that into my next relationship. So
Now imagine if instead what you had been taught your whole life was, oh my God, this was the worst thing ever. I have to talk to someone, and there's someone
I was
constantly-
taught that my whole life.
Yeah. You have this thing in your pocket. You constantly just woo. And so that's the problem.
I
a lot
could
of
have
these
done
kids-
that.
Yeah, but you at least had the. I'm not saying it's good, bad, or anyway. Like, is the generation you had versus my generation. There was a benefit in the fact that you didn't always have those people around. There was times where you didn't have a phone call or a text message
Yeah.
or something to respond to, an email.
Yeah.
Whereas my generation, there's literally chat rooms. There's this. There's that. There's
Yeah, I went through depression when I was first having my depression when I was 10. I went through that all without the internet, without a cell phone, without social media.
That's
I
why I
dealt
wanna
with
bring
all of
that
that completely alone.
And that's why I want to bring that up, because
And I think that-
helps you. In the mindset right now of, oh no, I'm feeling so lonely, I need someone to talk to. I could get on several different apps or websites or chat rooms and text or video call someone right now. And that's the thing that Gen Z always has to fall back on. So I really do think a lot of these polyamorous couples, they'd rather deal with jealousy than deal with being lonely or not having someone to talk to. That's simple, not having someone to talk to.
Sometimes it's best to just be by yourself.
And they don't have that. I think that might be what we missed.
They need training. Your generation needs training in being completely alone, like no phone.
That's what I think
no
we
one
might
to
have
talk to.
might have missed, is that you, being in the generation you're in, have the benefit of growing up without the internet for a sizable amount of time, whereas like I was fortunate enough not to have those benefits given to me for a while, but most people did, and that's why Gen Z has so many dependency. That's why they scream, because that's where they fall to, the internet.
They're very dependent.
That was their parent, and it did not do them well.
It didn't. In the long run, it will hurt them more than harm them.
It'll harm them more than help them. You said hurt them more than harm them.
It'll hurt them more than
Help them.
help them.
It'll do both hurt and harm.
Like and subscribe.
Links to socials below.
Below.
Twitter, Instagram.
Below. Oh, wait. Is it here? Is it here? Wait.
Maybe it's there. What up there? Did you check there? Over there.
Wait.
Oh. The links are in the description below.
Here.
For what? So in the middle is going to be the playlist you recommended, and then above your head is going to be the channel.
Wait. Here.
Exactly above your head to the other side is going to be where the channel icon is.
Here, right?
Okay, ready? It's going to be like playlist, and then it'll be recommended, right? And then over here is going to be the channel. Or maybe over there, depending. So I'm sitting on the couch eating my
That is white. Yeah.